All right, folks, Sunday morning VHS haul. Here is my most recent acquisitions from my local thrift shop in the Modesto area. A mix of 99% VHS tape and 2 DVDs that I got in the last week or so before I fell victim to the COVID and I had to quarantine. Anyway, so I got a bunch of movies for other people, mostly my friend Jonathan, who collects VHS down in Orange County. Huge shout out. And we're going to go through these videos one by one. Some I think I may already own. And then later on, I'm going to find out that I have duplicates. And some I got for my friend to send to him, like I mentioned. He really likes the X video rental boxes. So first one here, it's a classic. I think I own this on DVD, but if I do, I'll send it on to somebody else. Sidney Poitier and Tony Curtis. This is the MGM Vintage Classics, black and white, the Defiant ones. And I like that older style MGM logo. 1 hour and 37 minutes, 1958, not rated, black and white. Looks to have a low play time. I remember seeing this movie as a kid. Facts from the vault. Stanley Kramer spent $75,000 to acquire the project, the highest paid for an original screenplay in 17 years. The film's technical advisor went unaccredited as he was a real-life escapee from a southern chain gang and was still a wanted man. The chain that linked Curtis and Poitier was 29 inches long and weighed 3 pounds. It was specifically made for the film and cost $1,000. Stanley Kramer also directed one of my favorite movies, It's a Mad, Mad, Mad World. Maybe I left a mad out of there, I don't know. So this one was nominated for 9 Academy Awards, including Best Picture. I love that. Inglorious black and white. All these people want to add color to black and white videos and pictures, and to me, it's not how it's supposed to be. So this also contains the original theatrical trailer. So that was worth spending 10 cents on. Next, another really old MGM copy. Public Enemy, starring James Cagney and Jean Harlow. Another old style MGM label. What about this movie? This is a 1930s gangster movie. What year? 1931. This is a 1989 copy. I think I've seen this movie back in the day on TCM. Don't really know a lot about it. Don't really want to dig too deep into it. This isn't my favorite era of movies. I don't know. These early 30s movies, unless they're like Laurel and Hardy, they're not really my favorite. But for 10 cents, I'll give it a whirl. This movie I looked up and it was very highly rated. I had never heard of it. It is called Kiss of Death, starring Victor Mature, Brian Donlevy, Colleen Gray, and Richard Widmark. 20th Century Fox Selections. This movie came out in 1947, and this is a 1995 copy. An exceptional picture from the Los Angeles Times. Henry Hathaway's directorial skills brought a heightened sense of realism to this crime drama classic. It marked Richard Widmark's career. Oscar nominated. So that one looked interesting. It had like a 98% Rotten Tomatoes score, so I picked that one up. And then this, I don't know if this is a remake, but it looked interesting, and I like Nicolas Cage. Another Kiss of Death movie. This one is a Canadian copy, and I don't know. Oh, it's also got Samuel L. Jackson in it. Also a Fox Video, 1994. So we'll check that out. Ooh, Helen Hunt's in it too. Don't know anything about it. Looked interesting. Ex-VHS rental. Alfred Hitchcock, The Paradine Case. This is 1988 CBS Fox copy. The movie came out in 1948, 125 minutes long. It is produced by David O. Selznick. Let's see if I can open it. And you see it's got the... oh man, this came from a smoker's environment. You can smell the nicotine. Even right there it says, Mr. Video, be kind, rewind. And then it's got the barcode and whatnot. Doesn't have too much wear on the leader tape though, but the box is pretty worn. So this movie, a beautiful woman is accused of having murdered her husband. Could a woman so charming commit such a heinous crime? Looks interesting. Another one that looks interesting, Glenn Ford, Bette Davis, Frank Capra movies. You know I'm a sucker for Frank Capra. Pocket Full of Miracles. Never seen it. It received 3 1961 Oscar nominations. Anne Margaret making her screen debut. The hit song Pocket Full of Miracles was later used for the Kodak pocket camera. So this is a really late Frank Capra movie. There you go. Don't know anything about it, but looks interesting. Okay, now we're moving on to a couple of DVDs. My buddy Jonathan said this movie is basically the same movie as Big Trouble in Little China. Eddie Murphy, The Golden Child. And this is a 1986 movie. 1986, but a 1999 DVD release. Very low score, like 23% Rotten Tomatoes. Looked cool. He highly recommended it, so we'll check that out. This movie also got very low Rotten Tomatoes scores, but I like those 60s, 70s crime movies, and I love Sidney Poitier. The Organization, which is part 2 of the Best Picture winner In the Heat of the Night. Don't know why this movie does not rate very highly. 1971. And I think In the Heat of the Night came out in like 1967. So, oh, and this one still has the little booklet for scene selection. Worth a watch for $2. What else do we got? This one is from my friend Jonathan, because I have this on DVD. Best Picture 1929. All Is Quiet on the Western Front. World War I movie. This copy is a 1995 MCA Universal release. So that's for you, Jonathan, if you're watching. And then I also got this for Jonathan. I have this movie on DVD. I really love this movie. 155 minutes long. All the President's Men. Robert Redford and Dustin Hoffman. This is a 1976 motion picture, 1998 VHS release. So we got that. This looked interesting. Never seen it, but I've always heard about it. Like the box. The Day the Earth Stood Still. 1951. This copy is from 1991. So we'll check that out. Sci-fi. Another VHS video rental. I'm pretty sure I have this, but I bought it because I just liked that it still had the Hollywood video markings on it. Jack Nicholson and Jessica Lange. The Postman Always Rings Twice. This is a 1990 VHS rental copy. And the movie is 1981. And it was directed by... I don't know. I can't see it, but it looked cool. And like, I usually just buy these and then I pull the slipcase off because these aren't my favorite, and then I'll mail them to my friend Jonathan because if he appreciates the slipcase like that, a plastic one. Okay, 2 more to go. This one I don't believe that I own. This is Best Picture 1946. The Best Years of Our Lives, which I believe is also a Frank Capra movie. And this copy is from... Don't know. HBO. No date for the manufacturer of the tape. But I think I might own this on DVD, or maybe my mom does, but I just liked it. I like buying classics on VHS. I don't know. What else? One more thick box. This is not a video rental, but this is a very early VHS box. Nino Chaka, starring Greta Garbo. I don't know how to pronounce that, but it had really good reviews. 1939. This is a 1985 VHS copy, and it's got that Disney style plastic case and the original literature that came with it. So, oh, this is cool. Yeah, this is really indicative of early VHS. The extra different color little flip lid here, you don't see that a lot. 1 hour and 48 minutes long. So we'll check that out. So that is the VHS haul for today. If you've seen any of these movies and you can speak about them and tell me what you think about them, tell me which one you think I should watch first, maybe do a review about, comment down below. Until next time, we'll see you then.